This is amazing! Snapshot 22w17a is here, and it introduced the goat horn, tweaks to the Allay, and balancing changes to the Warden, along with more news. My name is Bruno, even though I look like Steve today. I think the snapshot is back, and today we'll take a look at all the changes in today's snapshot. But first, make sure to hit that subscribe button for more amazing Minecraft content. Let's get to it. Starting with the biggest feature, the goat horn. It has 8 variants, each one producing a unique sound. For example... oh boy. Also goat horns. Goat horns have a cooldown, so when you use one of them, you can't use any of the other until this graphic goes all the way down. And the way to get them is by getting a goat to ram a block. When that happens, one of its horns will pop off and it will drop it. But goats won't just ram any block. They will only ram blocks, stone, packed ice, iron ore, copper ore, and emerald ore. In other words, the blocks that naturally spawn around them in the mountain biome. I've tried to make this happen for a long time, but I couldn't. You just have to take Mojang's word for it. The type of horn you get, and therefore the sound it produces, will depend on the type of goat that dropped it. 4 of them are exclusive to the Screaming Goat variant. Oh, and also, goat horns can be sometimes found in pillager outposts. And moving on, we got some changes to the Warden. The range attack will now deal 10 damage instead of 30, a lot weaker than before, and its cooldown has been reduced from 5 seconds to 2. Also, it will now bypass shields and armor and display a custom death message. Player was obliterated by a sonically charged shriek. Back in the surface, we got some changes to the Allay. Now it connecting to a node block is better visualized by a particle. There you see it. And this vibration can be blocked by wool blocks. If I press this, the Allay won't hear it. This is very useful for sorting systems that involve multiple Allays. There's also been changes to the Sculk blocks. If they get destroyed by a player-initiated TNT explosion, they will now drop XP. This is an experimental change though, and Mojang is waiting for feedback from the community. I think it's intended for automatic collection of Sculk. Moving on to Bugfixes, tons of them have been applied to the Sculk sensor, and all of them are related to what kind of actions trigger it. Landing entities like minecarts and armor stands used to trigger the Sculk sensor, but boats did not, and that is fixed on this version, according to the changelog, which is not the case that we saw right here. Projectiles landing on wool now won't trigger the Sculk sensor. Boats ridden over wool are not detected by the Sculk sensor. And also, entities sliding on ice now trigger the sensor, which doesn't seem to be the case. And there's also tons of other bug fixes indicating that we may be getting close to a final release. There's also been changes to multiplayer chat in order to make it more secure. They enable servers to require a specific key to be presented by players who want to chat, and chat messages between players are now cryptographically signed. And that's it for the changes. Hit that subscribe button for more news. Check out my Skyblock Hardcore series if you're interested. My name is Bruno, this was Minecraft News, and I am out. Goodbye, Steve.